Alright guys, so in this short tutorial I'm just going to go ahead and show you how you can take an unused object and repurpose it into something you want. Now for this specific example, I'll just be taking an unused cairnstone and turning that into a trapdoor that would lead to a new level or something like that. Now I'm not going to actually go into how to link that to a new level. There will be some future video guides on that if you're interested, but for now we're just going to go into the actual object and show you how it's all done. So the first step is we're just going to go and open up our task folder, and we're going to go ahead and grab the two files we're going to need to edit for those objects. So that's going to be objects.txt. Go ahead and grab that out, and the object preset.txt, since we will be presetting the object in a specific map. So with those extracted, we're all done there. We're going to go and open up our sheet editor now. And for this, I'll just be using AFJ Sheet Editor. You can find the link in the description. Check out our website. We have lots of guides like this. But with that said, let's go ahead and open up those two files here. And the first thing we'll do is we're going to go ahead and go to the objects.txt file. And again, what we're really trying to do is take this stone theta that's unused in the game in vanilla, and we're going to convert that into a trapdoor. So we'll just go ahead and do a search for trap. And then you can see this entry 76 here, ID 74. That'll be important later, but we want to go ahead and copy everything after the ID. This will copy all the trapdoor special functions and animations, things like that. And we're going to go ahead and find our stone theta line, again, just after the ID. And we're going to paste that to replace over everything. So now our token shows up as a TD for trapdoor. And everything else matches. We're all set here, so we can save that. And we also want to edit the preset. So again, we're trying to take this unused cairnstone and turn it into a trapdoor. This is the file that Diablo 2 Resurrected uses to know how to draw things. So we're just going to go ahead and change that to trapdoor so it knows how to draw the new trapdoor. And then we're all set as far as text edits go. Now there is one more optional text edit I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do now. So if we go ahead and open up our loader here, our map editor, and I'm going to go ahead and we're just going to use the cairnstones DS1 as an example for this. So I'm going to open that, and then I'm just going to go and select the run option. And so if I zoom in here, you can see the cairnstone, the unused one. This is the one that we're going to swap out. So if I go ahead and hit tab to go into the objects mode, you can see here it even says inactive in parentheses. Vanilla doesn't normally use that. Even though it is already switched in the game, just to make map editing a little easier and understanding it, we're going to go ahead and exit out of this real quick. And we're going to go ahead and open up. So I'm going to go back to AFJ, select the open dialog, and then we're going to go to the data folder in our DS1 editor, and we're going to see an obj.txt here. I'm just going to drag that into the window, and that should open it up without actually moving things around. And if I do a quick search for cairnstones, we can see here are all the cairnstone objects in DS1, so it kind of knows how to draw them, how to list them, things like that. To make it easy, we're going to go ahead and again do a search for trap. And we're just looking for the correct one. So here's our correct trapdoor. Again, this is that ID 74. This is the one we cared about. So we're just going to copy everything from this point forward. So it's the name forward. And we're going to go ahead and go back to the cairnstones. And we're going to find our unused one here, our inactive theta stone. We're going to replace everything there, and then we're going to save that. And now when I go back into the editor here and open this file like before, and I'll select that, and we'll go ahead and run it. Well, now we can see that the editor is correctly reading it as a trapdoor since we've changed it in the game files. If you want to change it in the editor also, just so it matches for future edits and things, it's probably a good idea to do that. But if we go to the objects here and I kind of confirm, yes, it is listed as a trapdoor with the ID 74. This is exactly what we expect. So we don't actually need to edit it because that object was already placed. We just kind of changed that object. But pretending you wanted to move this around or something, we would just select this square here where it's actually located. We're going to click that, hit the delete key. That object's gone. Now we can move somewhere else, and I don't know, we'll put it down here. And we'll hit the insert key, and that's going to place an object. And now we can right-click it to change what it is. Now it is a type 2 object. And again, because we've edited it in the map, we can now see it here as ID 11 trapdoor. And we're going to go and select that and say OK. And there we go. Our trapdoor is now edited. So we can go ahead and save that. And now our new DS1 has a modified object, and that object has been relocated. So now I'll go ahead and boot up the game. Now this will take a minute. We've got a lot of custom mods going on. Haven't cleaned everything up yet, but it'll give you a quick example of how this all looks and works. And so we'll just head out to Stony Field real quick, and we should be able to see our new object. Now again, it's not linked to any new levels or anything yet, but you should see it all in its Diablo 2 Resurrected glory. So here's our trapdoor, and if I click on it, it is active, and it works in how it should. And that's essentially the tutorial there. So thanks for sticking around to the end. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and take care.